Dalton Alber, Daltonalber.
And then what class are you, and then what positions do you play?
Class of 2024, and then D-end and left guard.
All right, and then with a month going into the season, how have you guys been able to prepare going into the new year?
I think just working as a team and going hard for all our practices, get in there and work hard for 3 hours and then get out and let's just get prepared.
Yeah, and then you're going into your senior year. What are some ways that you're trying to build off of being a leader for some of the underclassmen that are coming into Tippecanoe Valley?
I just say the rest of the team always looks up to the seniors, so if they say you're doing good, then I feel like that motivates them to do the same.
Yeah, and then coming into this year, it's a brand new roster, fresh faces. Are there any younger guys on the team that you think can kind of make an impact for you guys going into this year?
Yeah, Grady Mirardi, sophomore. I think he could step up great as a fullback and linebacker. Brock Durf, he's a younger classman too. I think they'll do good at linebacker this year.
And you guys aren't technically like in its own conference and everything. And so preparing for all of these new teams, what are some things that you guys are looking forward to doing as we inch closer to the new season?
I just think it's exciting, though. It's a different conference, and we got to get used to different things than we've done in the past compared to our last conference. Just working together. I mean, we're trying different stuff out.
And then last question for you, any goals that you guys have as a team or for yourself personally going into the year?
I say as a team, I think sectional, I think that's on the horizon. I think that's a good goal for us.
And then do you have any goals personally for yourself?
I say just keep on getting the sacks.
Is there anything else that you would like to add that I didn't mention?
No, thank you.
Kyler Johnson, KYLERJOHNSON.
And then, you don't need to lean forward for it. We'll pick you up.
You're good. And then could I have you give me your class and then the positions you play?
Class of 2024, and I play tight end and D-end.
All right. With a month left going into the season, what are some things that you guys have been doing in the off season to prepare yourself for the new year?
We've been doing morning liftings, really been going at it at practices, and we've been having film time as well.
And then going into this new year, what are some things that you're trying to do on both the offensive and defensive side as a leader to try to help out the underclassmen going into the new year?
Yeah, I just gotta, not even just me, as like everybody, as a senior, junior, we gotta be patient with the younger guys coming in, and we just gotta understand that they're doing their best, and we really just gotta work with that. And it's also like doing our part extra so we can make up for what they're lacking.
And you mentioned having patience with the younger guys. Are there any younger guys on the team that for you that you think can stand out and kind of make an impact going into this year?
Absolutely. We have Brandon Stiles. He's going to be a great backup running back for whenever Nathan needs a breather. We got Grady Mirardi and we got Brock Durf, and they play like both linebacker and fullback position. They're going to be interchanging. And we do have some younger guys on the line, which are going to put in some good work.
Yeah, and then you guys, obviously going into a different conference and everything, you guys had 9 wins last season, very successful year. What are some things that you guys are planning on trying to do this year to try to carry the momentum from last year?
Well, this year we're going to have to play whole games, so we're definitely going to have to start locking in a little better for sure, and we're just going to have to play a whole game, all 4 quarters.
And then kind of last question for you, any goals that you guys have as a team, or not even just as a team, but as yourself going into this year?
I mean, the ultimate goal is to go undefeated, win state, and so we're just going to do our best to do that.
Anything else that you'd like to add that I didn't mention already?
No, sir.
Okay.
Rick Shepard, RickShepard.
And then you're the head coach,
I'm
correct?
assistant coach.
Assistant coach. Okay, awesome. Okay, awesome. What year, or how long have you been the assistant coach?
Going into my 5th year of an assistant at Tippecanoe Valley.
Okay, awesome. And so we are surprisingly less than a month away from the start of this season. What have you seen from your guys going into the start of the season? Where do you think your guys are at going into the new year?
We've seen a lot of hard work in the offseason. We got a lot of the starters on defense returning, a lot of skilled guys returning. Seen a lot of work in the offseason. Just really excited to get going into get started with the official practices.
You mentioned a lot of guys returning for your guys' team. How have you seen in terms of leadership from the upperclassmen going into the new year?
Getting a lot of good leadership from the upperclassmen, really pushing the younger guys in the weight room and on the field to get in some quality reps at practice.
And you guys, coming in from the success from last season, what are some things that you guys are trying to do to kind of keep the momentum going into this year?
Well, we're building off their momentum from last year, like you said. We're got a lot of rebuilding to do on our offensive line. The defensive line, and defense in general, we've got a lot of returners there. But we're just been trying to find the guys for the plays for the offensive line and put things together.
And then going into this year, are there any goals, any mindsets that you guys, you and specifically on the coaching staff, are looking forward to having going into the new year?
Just being in a new conference or being without a conference this year, we're a lot of different challenges with a different schedule. So the coaches have been putting in a lot of work trying to find game film on the new teams we'll have this year and just prepare for the season.
Is there anything else that you'd like to add that I didn't mention at all?
I'd just like to add that, really proud of our guys, the work they put in this summer, and I think Tippecanoe Valley football is going to be fun to watch this year.